a very few number. Man, the passion, energy from our fan base. Like, I've been in a lot of competitive arenas as a player and as a coach. There was nothing better that I've ever been in than what happened on Saturday night.
Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Wanted to talk a little bit about recruiting. Tennessee set to host a huge event just a week from now, Memorial Day weekend. Going to have a ton of guys on campus. Guys like the 4-star tight end Ethan Davis already committed. He's going to be on campus. Jack Luttrell, Nico Maliava, the 5-star quarterback, is going to be on hand. But they've also got a lot of guys coming in town that they are trying to get in the boat. Guys like Vic Burley, 5-star edge rusher. They've got some running backs like Jeremiah Cobb, the 4-star running back out of Alabama. They're trying to get him on campus. And look, the momentum that Josh Heupel has created. Just rewind a little over a year ago when Josh Heupel was hired. The press, the media, everybody talking about his inability to recruit. That was the story that we were sold as. He's going to bring a fun offense, but he can't really recruit, and he's not going to get it done at Tennessee. Josh Heupel, in just a little over a year, has made Tennessee the place to be. You're seeing guys like Nico. You're seeing guys like Carnell Tate. Guys like the 5-star offensive tackle Francis Mauigoa are suddenly starting to show interest in Tennessee. And yes, I know NIL has been all over social media. It's been all over the press the last 48 hours because of Nick Saban and because of Jimbo Fisher. And you would be dumb to not sit here and admit that NIL is a factor, but NIL is how you get these kids interested. And then it's still a relationship business. You're seeing Josh Heupel go to work. You're seeing him at the baseball game with Carnell Tate. It is still a relationship business, but NIL is opening up opportunities. Tennessee has not pulled a top 10 class in over a decade, but Josh Heupel appears to be getting it done in the class of 23. We'll see how it plays out, but I want to focus on a couple of guys today specifically. We're going to get into the offensive line, but before we get going, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it if you're new to the Talkin Vols Network. Welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We don't sit here and pretend to know more than you. We are fans just like you. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Let's jump into it. I want to talk about a couple of guys specifically. First, Francis Mauigoa, offensive tackle, 6'5", 327 pounds out of IMG Academy. He is a 5-star prospect, the number 2 ranked offensive tackle in the country. Francis Mauigoa, big-time buddies with Nico Maliava. And Nico, we talk about the Nico effect and him opening doors. That is the case with Francis Mauigoa, and he is going to be in town for the recruiting event next weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Again, a lot of guys. It is a red carpet event. It's not just show up because I want to be there, I want to come for a visit. It is invite only. Francis Mauigoa will be on hand. Nico is going to be all over him. Nico's going to be recruiting him. They talk regularly. But when you look at Francis Mauigoa, he is the type of player, again, when you talk about the momentum and the buzz created around Tennessee right now with Josh Heupel, he's the type of kid that wouldn't even give Tennessee a thought in previous years. But here in this class of 2023, kind of Tennessee came out of nowhere. Nico commits, then all of a sudden everybody's talking about Francis Mauigoa. You can see the recruiting prediction machine there on the screen from on3.com. At the time his name first popped up, Tennessee was not even on the radar. Now Francis Mauigoa sets it up. He's going to be in town. Now you can see Tennessee starting to trend in the right direction at 29.2%, just a little behind USC. But we'll see how the visit goes. I think we could see that bump up. It's going to be a big weekend for Tennessee to make some momentum with the recruitment of Francis Mauigoa. Now, if you don't know who he is, if you're unfamiliar, let's take a look at the scouting report, because this is the type of kid that can help turn a program around. Yes, I know it's a quarterback league. You got to have a quarterback. Well, guess what? We got one. Nico's already in the boat. Now we need somebody to protect Nico. And that's what Francis Mauigoa can do. He is a massive offensive lineman out of America Samoa that moves different than most people his size. Again, this is Andrew Ivins, 24/7 Sports, Southeast recruiting analyst. Says at one point he considered himself more of a pass rusher by trade, but has started to embrace the idea of protecting the quarterback for a living instead of trying to sack them. Tested in the upper percentile for somebody that's pushing 6'5", 330. This is nuts. This is absolutely crazy, as he went 5.3 on the lasers in a 40-yard dash. Also added a 4.7 in the short shuttle the spring before his junior year. So again, we're talking about a guy that's 6'5", 330 pounds, and he put down a 5.3 40 time. That is a different kind of athlete. That's the type of athletes that we have been missing in Knoxville for a long time. This is how we get back to where Tennessee football is supposed to be, and that's on top of the SEC. Things are starting to trend in the right direction. I know I talked about it a lot yesterday. We talked about it last night on the live stream. The end is near for Nick Saban, and Tennessee is on the rise. Watch out. Goes on to say he is at his best when he can just fire out of his stance. He's a bully of sort that uses raw power to overwhelm defenders. Again, that we see that a lot out of high school offensive linemen. But then once you get them on campus, that's when you really start to develop their techniques. And I like this coaching staff to do that. He says he's not one to give up on a play. He's going to try to find extra work. Can gain depth with his kick step and win with a strong punch, but must improve as a pass blocker, especially if he's going to be asked to protect the corner on Saturdays. So that's the scouting report on Francis Mauigoa. Again, I like where Tennessee's trending with this one. We'll see how it goes once they get him on campus. I think that's where Josh Heupel and this coaching staff really starts to win these kids over. Again, I'm not sitting here blind or pretending that it doesn't exist. NIL obviously is a factor in recruiting in 2022, but I think you get them on campus and then Josh Heupel, this coaching staff, really sells the culture and the atmosphere for the players in Knoxville. Another guy I want to talk about, four-star interior offensive lineman, Bryson Sanders out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, 6'6", 278. You can see he is a four-star prospect. The On3 consensus has him as the 13th ranked interior offensive lineman and the 5th player in the state of Tennessee. We talk about the importance to lock down the state. That doesn't mean you take anybody in the state. It means you go get guys like Bryson Sanders. You go get guys like Caleb Herring, and you keep the talent in state. You can see Tennessee trending in the right direction there at 33.5%. Definitely coming down between Tennessee and LSU. But Sanders also going to be on campus this upcoming weekend, next weekend, Memorial Day weekend, for the big recruiting event. Let's take a look at what he brings to the table. This is, again, a scouting report from 24/7 Sports, listed at 6'5", 280. Appears to possess the frame to add a little bit of additional weight, displays good athleticism at multiple positions across the offensive line, showing the ability to anchor both tackle spots or kick inside to either guard spot. So I like that Bryson Sanders brings a little bit of versatility, but also there's that word athleticism again. And that seems to be the type of players that Josh Heupel is recruiting on the offensive line, is athletes, and it fits into that fast, up-tempo, quick offense that they want to run, having athletes, but not at the sacrifice of size. We saw Butch Jones go completely nuts with the way he recruited offensive linemen, but Bryson Sanders, Francis Mauigoa, they both have the size, but also that athleticism. Says he appears to have the good knee bend and hip flexibility in and out of stance, demonstrates good foot and body quickness off the line of scrimmage, flashes some quick twitch explosiveness at the point of attack, possesses above average play strength, shows the ability to move defenders naturally off the line of scrimmage, plays with good balance and body control, understanding how to leverage defenders and finish blocks. I like this next phrase. He has some nasty in him. That's what we need, is some dogs on the line of scrimmage. Shows the ability to be able to play out in space with the ability to play in a power or a zone scheme. Position versatile lineman that can play multiple positions at the offensive line. Long-term home could be inside as a guard at the next level, but has the ability to play right tackle if needed. So again, that's the scouting report on Bryson Sanders. Wanted to take a minute and talk about the big guys, the line of scrimmage, because Tennessee adding a lot of playmakers. Nico, Carnell Tate, is he on the way to Rocky Top? They've got playmakers, skill positions, but you got to have guys in the trenches to really get it done in the SEC, and I think the offensive line really needs to be a priority in this class. They need to add maybe 5-6 guys on the offensive line of scrimmage to really bulk up this roster and get back the depth that they so desperately need right now, especially on that line of scrimmage. But hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited about the big Memorial Day weekend? When do you think the next commitment comes? When does Carnell Tate pull the trigger? Who are you most excited about getting on campus for that Memorial Day recruiting event? Also, if you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. We're giving away a free t-shirt. Anybody that was in the live stream, you know how to win it. There's something you got to do to be entered to win. If you want to know how, go back, watch the live stream from yesterday. About an hour and a half. Had a good time talking about Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher and all the drama in the college football world. But you can also figure out how you can be entered to win a free Beat Bama t-shirt. But if not, any and all support, just pick it up, bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. That's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.